For the past several years, people across the region have been facing war, poverty, and hopelessness. But even in the darkest moments, the church remains active, loving, serving, and sharing the hope of Christ. At Thimar, our mission is to support local churches across the Arab world so that they can continue to be lights in their communities. We're a faith-based organization in Lebanon, a small country with a big calling. For over 25 years, Thimar has walked alongside churches and people through some of the region's hardest times. One of the most recent was just last year, when war broke out in Lebanon and over 1 million people fled their homes. One of them was Sarah, a young girl with special needs. She and her family lived in southern Lebanon, a part of the country that witnessed the heaviest fighting.
عشت تحت الضرب انه كان حد وحوالي وهيك شي 7 شهور ما عندي القدره انه انا اطلع وانه ارجع استاجر بيت او اقعد بمطرح. انا قاعده ببستان، اذا بدي اطلع من بيتي ما في محل اقعد فيه. ليوم الساعه 2 بالليل ضرب صاروخ حد بيتي، الازاز تكوم علينا كوم واحد.
Sarah and her family fled north and found refuge at Thimar Seminary ABTS. There, her mother learned about Skilled, a Thimar ministry dedicated to supporting individuals with special needs and their families.
وهن أخذوها وصاروا يعلموا لي إياها، يشتغلوا عليها هيك لحتى هلأ شوي صارت تركز، صارت تاخذ تعطي معك بالكلام، صارت شوي تعرف إنه هيدا صح هيدا غلط، هيدا لإلها هيدا مو لإلها، صارت تلفظ كمان كلمات.
Stories like Sarah's are far too common. In Lebanon, people with special needs face daily obstacles. They're often excluded from schools, workplaces, and even communities. And in times of crisis, they are among the most at risk. This is why Skilled Center plays a vital role in advocating for and supporting people with learning difficulties. It does so in many ways, including through events like Night to Shine and the National Day for Students with Learning Difficulties, therapy programs, family support groups, training workshops, and opportunities in higher education and the workplace. Skilled is changing lives and culture in Lebanon, but it is just one part of what Thimar does. Across the Middle East, churches are facing enormous challenges. Some are persecuted, others are losing members and leaders due to immigration caused by war and poverty. There's also a lack of Christian resources available in Arabic. That's where Thimar steps in. Through Salt and Light, we equip church leaders with discipleship tools and help organize leadership training workshops and camps for children from underserved communities. Through Dar Manha Lil Hayat, we translate, publish, and distribute Arabic Christian resources to strengthen churches and support families. We also host awareness events that tackle societal issues like addiction, mental health, and more from a biblical perspective.
مع جوانا اللي هلا صار عمرها 11 نحن بلشنا من عمر صغير كتير. كنت اقرا لها اياه مع الاكشنز ومع الحركات، وهيدا الشيء يشدها تصير عم تطلع علي اكثر ما انه هي فاهمه شو الكونتنت، وهيدا الشيء خلق كل ما كانت عم تكبر خلق يكون في علاقه حلوه بيني وبين جوانا بوقت الريدنج. بلشت تكبر جوانا وبلشت تحب الريدنج اكثر، هيدا الشيء شكل بشخصيه جوانا، صارت جوانا انضج.
And through Mirath, we partnered with local churches to provide food, shelter, education, and vocational training to vulnerable families in Lebanon and across the region. These are just a few of the ways God is at work in the Middle East. We're humbled to be part of it, but we can't do it alone. We're grateful for every prayer, encouragement, and generous giving. It's the shared faithfulness that allows the work to continue. That's why we've launched this grassroots campaign. Your gift, no matter the amount, will help us empower the church and the Arab world to bring the hope of the gospel to everyone. Thank you for being part of this mission.